Go stand outside. What the deal is, man, just gotta get it together. Go stand outside, man. Go. About 20 more seconds. All right, have a seat. All right, so what we're gonna do with this is you're gonna stand up if you think it's closer to one or half, or 1.5. All right, so for 20 divided by 18, stand up if you thought it was closer to half. Okay, 20 divided by 18, stand up if you think it's closer to 1. All right, have a seat. Stand up if you thought it was closer to 1.5. Okay, so Raheem, when you did your division and you did 20 divided by 18, what do you get? You got what?
1 was the remainder.
So 1.2 essentially is what you got. Okay, so if I had an imaginary number line, here's 1, here's 1.5. Which one is it closer to? All right, so it's close, but it is closer to 1. All right, so 9 divided by 20. So stand up if you think this is closer to half. Okay, have a seat. Stand up if you think this is closer to 1. All right, and then stand up if you think this is closer to 1.5. Okay. Question, did you do the 9 underneath the division house or outside?
I did it both ways, but when I did it, at first I did it outside of it. But when I did it inside, I got
So with this question, you have your division house, Jackson, right? And it tells you 9 divided by 20. So where does my 9 have to go? Your first number always goes where? Always. And then that goes on the outside. So don't second guess. Even if the number is smaller, don't second guess yourself. If it says 9 divided by a bigger number, 9 has to go inside. Just like if it's 20 divided by a smaller number, 20 goes inside. Does that make sense? So just trust the process. So for this one, it is closer to half. And then the last one, 7 divided by 5. Stand up if you said closer to half. Stand up if you said closer to 1. Okay, and then stand up if you say closer to 1.5. All right, so what do you get when you do 7 divided by 5? What do you get when you do 7 divided by 5? Michaela? 1.4. So 1.4 is the same thing like with this one over here. It's going to be closer to 1.5. All right. You guys are going to do a little bit of group work for this next part. So it says some students did treadmill workouts, each one running at a constant speed. Answer the questions about their workouts. Explain or show your reasoning. So Tyler ran 4,200 meters in 30 minutes. Kyron, I don't know. He ran 6,300 meters in half an hour. Mai ran 6.3 or 6 3/10 kilometers in 45 minutes. So for number one, everyone put your pencils down. I'm going to snap on y'all. Stop writing while I am. Do I just need to take everything in this class for a grade? Since again, you guys don't need any instruction whatsoever. Is that what I need to start doing? Like honestly, y'all. You are going to get plenty of time. For number one, it says what is the same about the workouts done by each one of those. You have to compare them. Number two, it says at what rate did each of them run, and number three, how far did Mai run in her first 30 minutes on the treadmill. Get started. You're working together.
So Tyler ran 6,300 meters.
Tyler Tyran both ran half an hour. Both ran half an hour. 30 minutes and half an hour is like that. Guys, let's be working as a team. Then you'll have to give ideas. We have to give ideas, guys. That's what working as a team is. We can work as a team. Exactly. Does anybody have any?
Okay, anyway. My ran the same as Tyran.
And then Tyran and Kyran both ran.
Tyler and Kyran.
Wait, Maya and Kyran both ran the same way. Distance was the same.
Tyler and Mike?
Okay, time, same distance, and then mine.
So, are you 21 minutes?
Also, what's like a, there's, I don't see anything. They don't got nothing in common. They don't want to.
What rates do you run?
Yes.
12.6,000 meters. I ran the hour.
Oh, so you just divide it.
In half an hour.
Because it's
I'm putting.
Well, that means Kyran
it's like
is faster.
like you have to figure out like how much they run in like 1 minute.
I'm putting KT.
So we have to do 4,000 divided by 30.
Oh.
I'm putting that to like represent. 8.4 an hour for Tyler.
Tyler ran 140 meters.
8.4,000 meters.
Tyler ran 140 meters.
8.4,000 meters per hour for Tyler. 1,000 meters per hour.
Okay, now you have to do.
I know. Oh wait.
Actually, no, that's meters. Yeah, that's not.
Wait, no. We have to figure out meters per minute.
Meters per minute.
Yeah. That means we divide.
We don't have to find.
That means we have to divide. That means we have
Do it per hour.
No, we have to divide Tyler's time by 30. Divide Tyler's time by 30.
Where does it say we have to do it per minute?
Because, dude, there's no one just gonna ask us to do it. Wait, Tyler did 31 meters. Oh, yeah. 1,000 meters per hour.
Mine
Okay, what about Kate? Tyler
12,600. So like, Maya is different from Tyler in every way. So since they're different from each other in every way.
KTM.
That
Wait. The my person ran the same exact thing now.
Okay.
No, because she did. We have to divide hers by 3.
Yeah, divide 6.3 by 3 to get 2.1. Then multiply that by 4, 8.4.
8,400 miles.
Because it's the same, because it's an
Wait.
hour. Wait, no. Wait, yes.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh, she ran in 4,200 meters.
Yeah.
That's weird. That is strange.
No, because it's the unit rate of it.
Mine
You're
ran
not multiplying, you're dividing.
That means that Tyler and Leah ran the same pace per hour.
But that's bad, because if they ran that and
Exactly.
oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Tyler. Tyler and the my person ran the same exact time in an hour.
Yeah.
Tyron ran 12,600. Sorry, I was mixing that up because I put Tyler in the middle instead of Kyron. And I put Kyron on the end.
Yeah, that's what I did.
we just end up when we're done.
How far did my run in her first 30 minutes of the trip?
Okay, so
Are you done?
wait, I know.
So how is this in the check not done?
Yeah, 4 points. Oh no,
I was asking, like,
200.
what do we stand up when we're done?
I have not heard someone call that name.
Wait, now what are we doing?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, my and Tyler ran the same distance. Guys. Her first 30 minutes, she ran the same length as Tyler, which means that in my and Tyler, they both ran the same distance.
An hour.
Sort back to like third, fourth grade.
My and Tyler ran
Like explanation.
the same distance in half an hour.
So if that's the same thing that you and Jason have, y'all better work together and come over there.
Yes.
Guys, explain or show your reasoning. Just what I've seen, it's not good. Explaining means writing full sentences to explain or showing your work, one or the other.
Each run 200 They run 3,103.
6.3.
Why would we run 210 and not
Divided by 3. We found it by doing 6.3 divided by 3 times 2. Times 2,000.
Because asking what 3, so like 3 like unit rate, so they're asking how much is the rush. So I could just like do the math right here.
You can write it actually sentence right there, that'd be fantastic.
So like this math is fun.
I just don't know what that math goes to. And the same rate of speed, what does that mean to me? I don't know what that means. They, what'd you say for the other, they have the same distance,
Oh,
what
for
does that
this?
mean?
Oh, I thought you meant like the.
I know. I mean, I could do both. But that's not even close to being acceptable. Because again, where are you getting 1,000 meters for 1 kilometer when we're either kilometers, meters, or minutes? Like that makes no sense to me. Because first of all, you're not going to do meters to kilometers. I don't know. You do you. Just make sure I can understand it.
No, you have the S's right.
We multiplied it by 2 bits. Then we can
Those are wrong for number 2. Number 2, you should be doing. Guys, for number 2, it should be per 1 minute. I don't know where y'all are getting these times from. Yes, the whole thing. I mean, that's how you do it.
We have to do it per minute.
What?
All the time. What? I mean,
We're gonna deal with this thing.
They run the same distance.
You are now, you are
Mine and Tyler ran same distance.
1.4 meters.
Yeah, Mason went
140 meters.
Yeah, but
That's Kyle. That's Tyler.
I just did for
yeah, I'm saying
you just do run the same divided by 3, and then for May you do the same 6,000 divided by 6,000.
well, just figure it out. You said it's higher in 45 minutes. And you divide.
Divided by 30.
And if you divide 45 by 16.
Oh my god. Okay.
Kyle ran 210 meters per minute. And then per minute, we need to figure out we'll have to divide it by 45.
1 minute.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. My and yeah, they're the same.
We're supposed to put like you two. Tyler ran 140 meters per minute.
Oh, you can per minute.
Tyler ran 140 meters per minute.
All right, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and go over 1 through 3. Before we get started, your rates for each one of these. So for Tyler, it is 4,200 meters in 30 minutes. For Chiron, ran, whatever, it's 2,300 meters in, bless you, 30 minutes. And for the last one, it's 6 and 3/10 kilometers in 45 minutes. Now, why is that important to know?
Oh.
Why is that important to know? Hunter.
Feeds the question, also so you can explain.
Say it again. I just didn't hear what you said.
I'd say for question 2.
Okay, so maybe just, it might help you find an answer for one of your questions moving forward. Okay? What are we still focusing on? Just so everybody understands. And I apologize for not clarifying this at the beginning of the lesson, Cora.
Unit rate.
Yes, we are still working, and we will continue to work for the rest of this week and all of next week, 2 days. Excuse me, on unit rate. So everything should revolve around unit rate. Joseph, put your pencil down. Everybody else, put the pencil in your hand. Put your pencils down. All right. So what is the same about the workouts done by Tyler and Kyron? Ethan.
They ran the same amount of time.
Okay. So same time, and I'm writing very minimal because you guys should have your explanation here. What was the time frame that they ran?
Half an hour.
So one ran half an hour and one ran 30 minutes. To me, that's not the same time. Why would the outsider looking in say that's not the same time? Ethan?
Because one's in fraction form.
No, not necessarily because one's in fraction form. Look at the units.
Oh, hours and minutes.
Right, hours and minutes. But essentially, we should all know that half of an hour is 30 minutes. All right, so how are Kyron and Mai the same? Michaela?
It's the same distance.
All right, and again, I asked, how is it the same distance if one is 6,300 meters and one is 6 and 3/10 kilometers?
Because if you convert kilometers to meters, then you multiply it by 1,000 and doing that, it will give you 6,000 meters.
Perfect. All right, so the last one. Mai and Tyler. Now, looking just at their times, this is what we're looking at. There is nothing to the naked eye, per se, that is the same here. What do you have to find in order to find something that is the same? Brock?
Well, what I did is I split up 30 minutes in half so I could add 30 minutes to 15 minutes and get 45 minutes. And then I saw how many they ran at 30 minutes.
So you did a lot more work than you needed to.
Probably.
What happens if you find the unit rate of both of these? It's the same. So they both ran at the same rate, which was what? For 1 minute.
Yeah.
All right, so is that what you came up with, Brock? Or,
Yeah.
all right,
And we also put it in
good. All right, so again, let me write meters so it looks a little bit. Looking at this information before you could just jump right in and start trying to solve, sometimes is gonna be a benefit. Sometimes we are so quick to just try to get as much work done as possible, we're not actually looking at the questions, and we're making it a lot harder than it needs to be. Slide over to number 2. It says, at what rate did each of them run? So we already know that Tyler ran what? 140 meters per 1 minute. All right, we also already know what Mai ran. 140 meters per 1 minute. So if you do a little bit of work over here, you have a whole lot less work to do for number 2. All right, what about Kyran? What's his rate? Jenna Lee.
207 meters.
All right, and then for number 3, it says how far did Mai run in her first 30 minutes on the treadmill? And please explain how you found this or figured this out. All right, Jackson.
4,200. Because I got 4,200
You were really good until that last part. So, 2 ways you can figure it out: doing unit rate or looking at Tyler. Okay? Does that make sense? Any questions about these? Please make sure you have the right answers if you do not have them. Alright, slide down to the best deal on beans. So it says 4 different stores posted ads about special sales on 15-ounce cans of beans. Baked beans. So it says which stores offered the best deal. Explain your reasoning. So I'm going to put a stipulation on this. You have to find the unit rate of each one of these and circle which one is the best deal. Raise your hand and tell me, how do we know what the best deal is? Put your pencils down. How do we know, like, when I say what's the best deal, how do you know what the best deal is? River. Right. Which one has the lowest amount per, in this situation, per ounce? Or per pound, or per whatever unit, per can, just depending on what the question is asking. But you're looking for the lowest amount of money per whatever. Yes?
No, I was just answering that question. I just looked my hand up.
Okay. And then flip it over. You have question number 2 on the back, sorry, that you're also answering together. All right? Go ahead, get started.
Explain which stores offer you best deal. 10 for 10, 8 for $6.
I got 10 though.
10 for 10. 10%. That's $1. 80 cents. That's 80 cents. 2 for 3 is not the best deal because you need it at 80.
You have to show your work.
8 for 6.
Yes, you have to show your work. Why is that even a question that's been stated?
So it's actually $1.
Explain to me.
Write down for.
Okay, so if I got 10 beans and the store that sold 2, I would have to pay $16. Which is not the same as this.
And never. So we're just gonna put 1.2.
Not the one that says 2. If I got,
Oh no, 1.2.
I would only have to pay $8. Because
The one that's got 8 for
you can't get 10. Wait, 1 second. It's 8 divided by 6. 6 divided by 8. 28. 6 divided by 8.
Yeah, because if it was a 2 for 3, then it's 1 for 5.
This one.
And then for the one that's for like, yeah, but the one that's like 10 beans for 10 cans is like $1 for 1. So that right now, the one that's 10 for $10 would be 1 for
About 80 cents.
Yeah.
Are you even showing your work?
Okay, so it's 75 cents. I'll get. I'll do 10. So it's either. So. Wait, the store that sells 8 for $6 is actually cheaper. Cheaper.
I said saying that 8 times.
No, I
You
didn't
just
say
sit
10%.
here and listen to me instead of talking.
Okay.
It's 20 seconds. Just kidding. How do you do it? How are you a teacher?
Why?
It's just, I can't even explain it.
The one that's big beans, the one that's
Well, for one, I've been doing it for 16 years. 2, this one is erase it, scratch your head, take a deep breath, eat a Reese's. I mean,
They're going 67. Because
I've never been.
I highly recommend taking that. Yeah.
I would literally put every single thing in my class if they said a word in attention. Like I would be like, I would no.
But then it would become like null and void. Like if I put you in silent lunch every time you open your mouth. You'd be like, what are you doing? It wouldn't matter. Right?
I mean, I kind of live in silent lunch. I do. I've probably been in silent lunch more than I have not been in silent lunch.
Take some weight.
I've been in silent lunch at least 20 times this year. What?
That's the worst.
I was trying to tell Ethan to break. No.
You guys have a minute and a half.
He has a very active imagination too.
yeah, it can't.
I'm trying to get on the counter. I'm trying to sit on the counter.
Yeah.
And then it would be. How'd you get 7? 15. How'd you get 15 ounces? 28 ounces. Like, just kidding. I'm over here today.
I guess the 2 for 3. 2 for 3.
If you want to be realistic, it would be 0.6 or 0.66. All of these.
This is, it's like, get out of here.
Well, wait, the 2 for 3, you're paid 1.5.
This one can be done in
Yeah, because like the 2.
If you do it the way that Miss Kenny taught us, you get 0.6.
You get 1.5.
You get 1.5.
Wait, you put the the way you taught us.
3 divided by 2.
It's 1.5.
It's 1.5.
Okay, you have 2 things. You have 2 things. You have 2 things. She said Kenny.
I told you, Pig. I told you.
Yes, sir.
Money goes to top. I have I told you. I brought
We do it to 15 ounces. So how much is it per ounce compared to 20 ounces? $4.40.
We need more time.
That's okay. All right, listen. How many of you guys are done with the first one? All right, so we're going to go over the first one, and then I'll give you a tad bit more time for the second one. All right, so when you set it up this way to find the amount per one can, remember you're always starting on the bottom and dividing. So 6 divided by 8 gives you what? Raise your hand. Jackson.
Okay, so I got 74 cents.
Should be, if you round it up, 75 cents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So 75 cents for one can for the first deal. Thumbs up if you got that as your answer.
Oh.
All right. This one should be really easy. You shouldn't even have to think about this one. 10 divided by 10 is $1 for one can. Okay, thumbs up on that one. Or if you got it, thumbs up on that one. Okay, the next one, which seems to be like the craziest problem on here, which blows my mind because it should not be.
You're not supposed to.
Hush. So when you divide 3 by 2, raise your hand and tell me how much you get per can. Michaela.
$1.50.
$1.50. So which one is the cheapest? 75 cents, $1, $1.50, or 80? Jason.
75 cents.
75 cents. All right, so flip your paper over. Now this one, you're probably like, Miss Kenny, we just did this, but no, you didn't. On the front side, you found how much per what? Per can, right? So for number 2, huh? Right. So for this one, you have to figure out how much per ounce, not per can. All right. So I'm gonna give you like 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
20. No, wait. Yeah, 28 divided.
Listen, that guy right there.
I'm pretty sure it would be.
The only reason why we didn't believe you is you came up with 600 plus 2 plus 500 plus times 21 times 20,000. I don't even know what it was. Alright. And out of how did you get 75 out of all those numbers?
You know how much so now you just set like for example.
What did you get, like 7,500?
You have to do that.
Would you just go on a 0? Hold on, I think I got it. Wait, I think I actually got it. I think I know how to use it.
I got 2. And then how do you compare it to the other? And just say it's greater than the other side. 60. I don't know. Let's go just say.
I think, okay, hear me out. I think it is
21. I'm busy.
0.2.
I'm trying to do the stuff. I know that okay, listen. Did you say?
Yeah. 28. Because, okay, so 28
goes in now 5 steps.
You're not dividing decimals. Okay, divide decimals with that. Make a decimal.
Dude, I must be such a smart one. What?
Oh, no,
Well, this would be 60.
over 163.
63.
Divide. No, you don't add it. Oh, so like, you have to.
I lost the word.
What is 10? What is counting? Doesn't count.
No, wait. Or it would be 0.5. Hold on. I'm confused right now.
It would be 63.
But how do you get 2 out of 63?
Alright, listen up. So, how much does the 28 ounce can cost per ounce? So again, if you're setting it up like this, you should be going from here to here, there to there. Christian.
5 cents per ounce.
You said 5 cents?
Yes.
Okay. Which store has the same amount per ounce from the front side?
Is it the
I don't know what 0.7 is. We didn't do any 0.7.
0.75?
I don't know what 0.75 is. I've never had somebody pay me with 0.75.
75 cents.
Y'all get an attitude with me, but again, you cannot live in this world and be like, here's $8 and
$0.75 is $75.
$8.75.
There you go.
I mean, y'all need to become my accountant if that's the case. All right, so Jackson, you said it's essentially the first one.
Yeah.
Because you did 75 cents for 15 ounces equals how much for 1 ounce? You said 5 cents.
Yeah.
That is what you should have found. So it should have been the first deal and this one are the same amount. Did you guys come up with that? No?
No, I was busy trying to make that. I was busy trying to get that.
Just kidding.
I was busy trying to do my
I can't hear all 33 of you at once. Yes, baby.
He got 10.
I did, bro.
Just hit your
I got 20. I used 10.
20?
Okay.
You
Y'all,
got 20.
at this point, it's a little, like, it's not really that funny because this is not that hard. It really is not. You have cool down today. The last time that I gave this cool down to my other 2 classes, they bombed it because they can't read apparently. I don't really know. Not true, but they did not read the entire question. Therefore, they missed part of it. So you automatically are at a 50% if you don't answer all the questions. So you need to make sure that you read the entire thing carefully today. Please go ahead and glue your notes into your notebook. When you are finished, listen as you're gluing in. Do it quietly. When you're done with your cool down, you're either working on missing work, makeup work, Lexia, Imagine Math, whatever you need to do. If you're done with all of that, you need to come and see me and we will have a conversation. Please make sure you put your name on your cool down today. Turn it into the 3rd period then when you are finished. Stop talking. I need your cool down from yesterday. Like, right now. Why?